Hi, this is Mike Santangelo, Robert DeFalco Realty, MYNJ Foreclosure and Short Sales. So real estate real deal. Session 3, short sales. What is a short sale? A short sale is when you owe, your mortgage is more than what the value of the property is, the current market value of that property. And also all the closing costs, any liens or violations, water bills, anything that's owed on the property is added together to the mortgage, closing costs, the real estate fee, and all of that. If it's more, if all of that comes out to more than what the market value is, then you're going to be short. So you have two options. You either come out with money out of your pocket, or you need to hire me, or hire a lawyer, an attorney, or hire a real estate broker like MYNJ Foreclosure and Short Sales, and we'll show you what you need to do. So once you determine your options and the best option, if the short sale is your best option, then I would come over your house. I would bring a listing package. I would bring a short sale package. I need you to have 2 years worth of tax returns, 2 months worth of bank statements, and the last 2 paychecks. We're going to take that, and also I need a letter of explanation of your hardship, and you're going to fill out an RMA. So we're going to take the listing package, we're going to take the bank's package, and we're going to send it over to the bank. Once the bank accepts the short sale and accepts you into the short sale program, then they're going to send out for a value. You need to get into the property. So either if you're renting it and you're an investor, or if you're a homeowner and you have it rented, or if you're living in there, we need to get access in there. We need to get pictures of the property. We need to show any damages that are in the property, because we need to negotiate with the bank. So once we're able to get in there and we get the value and the bank gets their value, they'll determine the approved short sale price. So the approved short sale price is the price that an investor, a homeowner, or sometimes a family member, even though it's not allowed, we can try and disclose to the bank, to your bank, to let Fannie or Freddie know that we want to sell this property to a family member. So it's a non-arm's length transaction, but we're going to send it over. We're going to tell that your mother or father want to help you out, and they want to bail you out. It's called a bailout. But this is a legal bailout. And the banks do allow it. As long as it goes on title and everything's there, we can sell it to a family member. So once we have the approved short sale and we have a buyer, the buyer's going to sign a contract. You're going to sign a contract. We're going to get the contract over to the bank. We already sent them over the listing package, and we sent over all the documents that you need for the short sale. So we're going to send over the contract, and we get everything over to the bank. Once the bank has the contract price, if it's at the approved price or even slightly less, they will look at it and evaluate it. They will look at the closing cost, and they will add everything all together, and they'll see how much of a loss it is. If it's within the number that they came in on the appraised value, they're going to approve the short sale. Once the short sale is approved, they're going to send it out. They're going to send a letter over to you. Me as the third party, they're going to send a letter over to me. I'm going to contact the bank and say that we're setting up the closing, and we have X amount of days. When I do prepare the closing disclosure, on the closing disclosure, you're going to put down the date that you want to have the property closed by. So if you have everything all ready to go, we can close it within 30 to 45 days. We can close that short sale. Anything longer is somebody on one side, either it's the buyer or the seller. Mostly of the time it's the seller. We don't have documents. Documents expire. The appraisal expires after like 3 to 6 months. So if you're sitting there and you're trying to market above, what the market value of the property is, you're going to try to put the property up for a little less than market value, and you're going to see where the bank comes in with the approved price. You can either put the house up first, or you can wait until you get the approved price. We can send all the documents over, And then once we get the approved price, we do it. So once we have everything and the bank has everything and we have an approval, we're sitting waiting for closing. Once we are ready to close, we go to the closing. If the approved price, whatever the number is, I have to make sure that the closing costs, the violations, any water bills, attorney fees, real estate fees, everything that goes on the closing disclosure cannot add up to more than what the approved price is. As long as for less than what the approved price is. As long as I come in there at the approved price or better, we're going to close. If it's less, then that's when we may have to come up with some money out of our pocket from our real estate commission or any fees that are charged, and we have to pay it in order to close it. So once we get to the closing table, if everything goes smooth and we close in 30 days, I'm going to send all the paperwork over after the closing and contact the bank to make sure it's closed. Once it's closed, and you'll receive papers from the bank. So that's basically how the short sale process works. If you are behind, well, either it's 30 days, 60 days, 45 days, or 2 years, give me a call. The banks are offering programs out there with the loan modifications, but we can also, with the values up so high, even though if you owe, you might not owe that much. It might have been a couple of years ago you owed more, and now the market's up higher, and we might be able to make it a close short. Just one thing to think about: consult your attorney and also your accountant, because there could be tax ramifications from the difference of what you sold the property for and what you owe. So, any questions, you could check my website at mynjshortsales.com. You can give me a call. Robert DeFalco Realty, Mike Santangelo. I'm an associate broker, 917-885-3610. And have a nice day. Have a nice Labor Day weekend.